Hello everyone and welcome back to the never-ending MMW Buzz series. This is Marian A. Bensao.
And I am Eliza Canubas. Let's embark on an investigative trip with my partner to solve the MMW Files Unsolved mystery.
Right, so that everybody is aware, MMW Buzz confidential files were recently stolen in a heist. It is sad, but it is true.
Let's witness as Detective Kuro cracks the dilemma.
This is still part of the Kaleidoscope series and the color gray will be featured in today's segment.
This will be entitled Critical Thinking and Reasoning Skills, the Wisdom of the Unknown, with the theme Problem Solving and Reasoning, the Search for the Truth.
We ought to be capable of seeing or the objectives, employ various forms of reasoning to support claims and assertions made regarding mathematics and mathematical concepts. Define and explain the different types of problem solving and reasoning. And lastly, show certainty when utilizing math to solve problems.
Let us all welcome Detective Kuro.
Good morning, Inspector Kuro.
Good morning, Detective Kuro. May I go straight to the point? What are the agenda in case we have?
Sharp as ever, Inspector. Okay, today we will investigate a case about burglary, a heist in my favorite radio station.
Interesting. What are the grounds?
We have a person of interest, Miss Kuri the writer.
It sounds the same as Miss Kori's name, the producer of that show.
Yes, apparently Miss Kuri is our client.
Very interesting. Let's get this done. I want to watch anime already.
Okay, let's go.
Let me guess, Inspector. I am the prime suspect?
Whoever you, Miss Kuri, I will not jump to that conclusion. We are not calling every person here a suspect and most of all crime suspect. You are our person of interest, so if you coordinate well then this would end smoothly.
Miss Koi finally moved, huh? No, I don't need evidence or proof. I just have a strong intuition that she caught me in her trap. Again, having said that, let me see this. This is the 5th time that she has made an absurd accusation against me.
I don't know with your intuition and reasoning, but this is a serious problem and the evidence is pointing at you.
But Kori and Kuri is almost the same. Even your name, Detective Koro, is close to that evidence. So everyone here is a suspect.
I said do not use the word suspect and I don't need your analogy about something. Thank you for your participation. You may go now, but expect my calls.
Okay, Detective, but I'm telling you, it is not. Thank you.
Hi, Kura.
Hello? So how was it?
This is actually hard and it's challenging me, but this is fun. And you know what? She even used some kind of reasoning like her intuition and analogy.
Really? The king of logic and reasoning have been dethroned?
Correction, queen of logic and reasoning, period. And I made some conjectures upon observing some data since the file are mostly mathematical equations and problem solving.
Couldn't say more to you, Detective, and I wish to help you, but I'm stuck here in investigating some boring cases.
So why are you still in Montreal? Just go home and help me gather specific pieces of information and make some fun conjectures.
I still can't. Anyways, just focus on that one and try to use some reasonings upon the process like intuition, analogy, inductive reasoning, and deductive reasoning. Use all your trump card to reveal the burglar and make them pay.
Okay, thank you so much, Bestie. Oh, Inspector rather. Goodbye. I couldn't figure this out. Or maybe I could, but I just need to use some mathematical reasoning and statements. My intuition is telling me that the writer did not do it, but the pieces of evidences are pointing to her. This case is like finding a needle in a haystack, analogy, or I could use inductive and deductive reasoning. If inductive reasoning would be followed, then I would already conclude that we are all persons of interest. But I have the last reasoning for this problem. Deductive reasoning and this one is really challenging, since it makes my head spin in 360 degrees. The main CCTV is missing, and it's not complete. The main evidence of this culprit, and I couldn't find the laptop in the security room. This culprit has really gotten my nerves. What I can deduce is that the suspect is only around the area, because who wants such secret files if it's only about the founders of MMW Bus?
Hello, Detective.
Hello, Miss Kuri. You seem so tense.
Who's tense? Oh, I am not tense, just so humid and hot here in the Philippines.
Is that so? And may I ask why did you call in the middle of the night?
Oh, in terms of the case I presented to you, you don't need to continue it. We found that it is Kurikuri who did it and we already have strong evidence.
What? But I am still investigating it.
Oh, no need to do that. She will be arrested if the warrant will be come out. That's all that I want to tell you. Thank you for your time and effort and sorry for the sudden call. Goodbye.
Wait, Miss Kurikuri. Whether she like it or not, I will investigate and solve this.
I finally have it. After 6 years of working it, are now finally in my hands. I couldn't believe I have it. I'm so excited to tell the world about the content of this one. I can't wait to reveal its secret.
I couldn't believe she actually has done this kind of thing. Looks can really be deceiving sometimes. But something is up. If the statement would be the best use in this one. If Miss Kurikuri is the culprit, then she should have at least an accomplice in mathematical terms. If a line is a bisector of a segment, then it intersects the segment at its midpoint. In terms of hypothesis, if we put math, the conditional if all four sides of quadrilateral measure the same, then the quadrilateral is square. The hypothesis is all four sides of quadrilateral measure the same, and we will put in a real life situation. If Miss Kurikuri is the culprit, then why is she holding a math book instead of black cover binder that has the same volume as the encyclopedia in the library? Wait, what? Gotcha. I finally got it. Converse will catch the culprit because conversing means that when men's parts are reversed, then by law we have the strongest evidence, and I, Detective Kurikuri, finally conclude that Miss is the culprit. I've called all of you because I want you all the first ones to know that I have finally cracked the code.
But I've told you, detective, to stop it, and Miss Kurikuri is the culprit.
You were right, Miss Kurikuri, because I just want to tell you that the police are coming to you, Miss Kurakura.
What?
What are you talking
You told
about?
me that I am the king of logic and reasoning, but I am the queen of logic and reasoning.
Then, that's just part of our joke.
But you made a mistake upon mentioning king because the only one who mistook me as king is you, Miss Lauren Cedeno. You may change your name and appearance, but you made a mistake. And using my reasonings, intuition, analogy, inductive and deductive reasoning, I've come up that maybe you want revenge and let the world knows about the secret of MMW bus. But the video Miss Kurikuri sent me has an IP location of 1240 Phillips Square, Montreal, QC, H3B, GH4, Canada. And that's exactly where you are right now, Kurakura, or should I call you Miss Lauren Cedeno. Speaking of what ifs, I actually use if-then statements and converses, the conditional, hypothesis, conclusion, and converse. I even use mathematics, and guess what? You are the culprit. You even described the secret files and have talked to Miss Bayansal, the radio broadcaster of the said show, and she said, only the two of you know the consent and where it belongs. The evidence is actually pointing you to instead to Miss Kurikuri, and we are able to decode the said user who copies the secret files, and it definitely shows Kurakura. If you want a more concrete evidence, Miss Kanubas actually found the laptop, and we are able to retrieve the drive, and surprisingly you're the one who stole it. And in the case of Miss Kurikuri, she is just actually jealous of Miss Kurikuri's achievements. Right, Miss Kurikuri?
Oh, right. I'm sorry, Kurikuri.
It's not fine, but I'm good. Hoping this would not happen again.
I guess it's a checkmate for you to the unbeatable mathematics prodigy. And for the rest of you, this video conference is
You've
done.
got me, Kurokuro, but I will not root in a jail.
I still couldn't believe it. To our dear viewers and listeners, we will cut this short because we will fly and board to Canada to confront the culprit. Thank you for your time, everyone, and for those who don't know, the following are the things Detective Kurokuro mentioned in the investigation. Intuition, it is similar to guessing and is understood without proof or evidence. Analogy, reasoning by comparison. Inductive reasoning, gather specific information and observation and then making conjecture after it. Deductive reasoning, statements that follow logically from agreed assumptions and proven facts.
If-then statements and converses. Conditional consists of hypothesis and a conclusion. Hypothesis, the given facts are assumed as true. Conclusion states what needs to be proven or established or true. Converse, a converse is a given conditional is formed when the if and then parts are reversed. And that's it. This is Eliza Canubas.
And this is Marian A. Bayansao. This shortly ends the MMW Buzz.